Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jessie Small. Today we're going to be doing a big chop. I did start it off camera, but I just decided to document this journey here on YouTube. So the first thing you need is your hair clippers. Make sure that you invest in a good hair clippers. I got mine from Walgreens, and it just make everything better to use a good clippers. The second thing you need is some oil. What I'm using, it's a black castor vinegar oil. Make sure you use some type of oil before you start shaving. It just make everything go much smoothly and nothing will get stuck. It's the same thing when you shaving your bikini area. You know, you want to make sure that you use some type of shaving cream or some type of moisture down there before you start cutting, so you don't cut yourself. So it's the same, pretty much the same thing. And the third thing you need is a comb. You want to make sure that you use a comb to comb out all your hair before you start shaving. Okay, so where should I start? Growing up, I've always felt insecure about my hair. I didn't know how to take care of my hair. I always felt ashamed wearing it out in public. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially in high school where you get bullied or called out for wearing your natural hair. I had mistreated my hair by cutting it too many times. I had bleached my hair back to back. And I remember back in high school, I was going to an event. I don't remember what event I was going to, but I was going somewhere, okay? So I was going for a sew-in, a blonde sew-in actually, and with a leave out. And I remember ordering the weave off Amazon, but when it got there, it was just too blonde. So it just didn't match. It didn't look right. So I remember going to my local beauty supply and purchase some bleach. Mind you, it's my first time. I was in high school, don't know what I was doing. So when I got home and stuff, I started bleaching my hair. The first time, I remember bleaching it for about 5 minutes or so. I left it for 5 minutes, and it just didn't look right. Like it was just like a dark brown. It came out dark brown. So I'm like, it still didn't match. So I went back again. Mind you, this is chemicals I'm talking about in my hair. So the second time I bleached it, right? And I left it for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I can't remember. But I left it longer pretty much. And the second time it just started to burn a little. So I hurry up and started washing my hair. And mind you, I didn't know I was supposed to, because it's bleach. You're not supposed to rub it in. You're supposed to just, apply it. And that's why it started burning the second time. I didn't know that. So I hurry up and washed it off because it was just burning. Like my head started to hurt and stuff like that. So I just washed it off. And I'm like, dang, it still didn't work. So it still didn't come out right. So I waited for about 10 to 15 minutes until my hair cooled down and stuff. And I went back again and bleached it for the third time. And I'm like, oh my God. Like looking back at it now, that was the stupid ass thing I could ever done that I've ever done to my hair. I had spent years trying to fix the hair that was damaged. Looking back at it now, it's unfortunate that I didn't realize what I was doing to my hair. I mean, my hair started to shed everywhere. All my curls was pretty much gone. As you can see, my hair is straight there. It's still damaged. And I went back, years after that, bleached it again. And I was pretty much wearing lace front, wigs, and things like that, just covering it up, basically just covering the damage up, without, properly taking care of my hair underneath that. So, yeah. I know as a black girl, we all have this similar story. I mean, I hope so, because come on now, I know I'm not the only one. But here I am today embracing my natural hair that God gave me. This hair journey means a lot to me. I mean, I had a big chop before in the past, but this one means to embrace my hair texture and unlearning a lot of bad habits when it comes to my perceptions of beauty. It's also the quickest way to go natural as well. So Okay, so I thought I was done right there. So I'm using this Restore and Repair Jamaican Castor Oil Water. I'm just going to spray over my hair and just to restore my hair. So after I was recording, I look in the mirror and I'm like, what is this? I didn't realize how much hair I had left behind. So I actually washed my hair that day with some product. I use Camille Rose Honey Hydrated. It's the leave-in collection. You will see that up next. So I washed it off and used that pretty much and waited the next day to finish cutting the rest of my hair. Okay, so this is me the next day. I'm just applying this Do Grow oil. I'm just applying all over the hair and going through this process again. In the meantime, I am going to list 5 steps to consider before doing a big chop if you have been thinking about it or if you are in the process of getting a big chop. So the first thing is to seek the help of a professional. It's better to go to a professional for the big chop. Cutting your own hair might result in uneven or weird shape. I prefer to cut my own hair. It's just a different feeling to do so. But I recommend you to go to a professional because they know what they're doing. And if you are doing it yourself, just make sure that you have several mirrors, one in the back at least, and one in the front, just to guide you through this process. The second step is to have a hair care routine. Having a hair care routine that you can stick to will help along with your hair journey. I am currently working on my hair care routine. I'm learning about my hair. I am learning about my hair texture just so I can, figure out what product works for me so I can stick to that routine. So it's very important to have a hair care routine after the big chop. The third step is to find products that works for you. Watching a YouTube video of someone with similar hair texture and using all their product they are using won't necessarily work for you. That's what I used to do in the past. But like I mentioned, you have to learn about your hair. You have to learn about your hair texture just so it'll be easier for you to know what product would work for your hair texture. The fourth thing is to keep your hair moisturized. It's important to keep your hair moisturized every day after the big chop. I will be sharing with you guys what product I use and what I came up with after I learned about my hair texture. And the last thing, the fifth thing, is to don't worry too much about your hair growth. Avoid feeling like your hair isn't growing. It's the best thing to do because you keep the focus away and the frustration, because it's easier to just give up on your hair if you're not seeing any results. So just make sure that you stay focused on how you can keep your hair healthy and moisturized pretty much. So I'd rather have short healthy hair than long damaged hair, if that makes sense. Woohoo! So we are done. This is it. I am super excited about the final result. I actually wanted to go bald, but I figured I'm going to be wearing my hair out in public. I don't want to cover it. I don't want to wear a wig, nothing. I just want to wear my hair out. So I figured to just stop right there, and I'm just happy with the result. So yeah, oh, this is my baby cat. Her name is Bella. She's a troublemaker. I have 2 cats. Her name is Bella, and the other one is a boy. His name is Tino. Yeah, I love him so much, and her too. But you know, he's my first one. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm just trying out this hat, just trying to figure out what I can do to style my hair in the meantime. And I thank you, babe, for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.